Manu Shoker wrote, "Hey AMC, your discussion about Andy Serkis and whether he should have been nominated for Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor made me think of Heath Ledger's Joker. I believe Ledger carried The Dark Knight just as much as Christian Bale did. They played off of each other so well. Do you think Ledger's nomination should have been for Best Actor instead of Best Supporting? If so, do you think he could have won that year? Thanks."
Great question. I love, first of all, I wasn't on the show yesterday, that they are pushing Serkis because, I mean, what he does, it's not just motion capture, it's performance. He's just incredible, and I'm so glad he's getting recognized. Even if he's not nominated in the end, I'm just glad that the conversation has started, and I think it's going to change the game a lot. This is a really good question because, I mean, Heath Ledger, his performance was mesmerizing. Oh my God, he was just so incredible. But the difference is, it was a Batman film, you know, like, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, like, it's literally about the apes. So in that, like, he is the principal. He is the main character. And they're positioning it like an ensemble piece because it's like apes and humans share the space. And so, like, they can get away with it. But in this, I mean, Christian Bale was Batman. And for the time being, we haven't had it from a villain's perspective. So he is still just, a secondary character. As amazing as he was, every scene he was in, he stole. I mean, I could not take my eyes off him. But it was still a Batman film, and he was still not the protagonist, which I loved. So I do hope that they are going to start, going on and moving forward with this genre and doing a perspective from the villain, because I'm so intrigued with that, especially Batman villains. His armory is spectacular, so I would love to see that. But for now, he was the secondary character. He was incredible, but it was Christian Bale's movie, so that doesn't bother me. The Fighter is the other example that people bring up a lot. Different Christian, Mark Wahlberg, he definitely, that was his movie as well. You could argue that it was co-leads, but that also didn't bother me either because he was his brother. It was about this guy, the fighter. So that didn't really bother me. And, it's a race. It's an Oscar race. They're going to go ahead and try to push them in the category they think they're going to do a better job in, be able to take it. The race this year for Best Actor is insane. Like Oscar Isaac, who was amazing, I don't even think he'll be nominated for Most Violent Year because we have Steve Carell and Michael Keaton and Jack O'Connell and Benedict, and it goes on and on. Eddie Redmayne. So I just think this was the move, and because of the whole apes, humans thing, they can get away with it, and I don't think anyone's going to argue. So, Schnapp, what are your thoughts about this?
I got some heavy thoughts on this. First of all, the Joker, that was a supporting role. I mean, he was never a lead, so I can't imagine saying, what if he was the lead? He wasn't. He was a supporting role, and he deservedly won that Oscar. Andy Serkis getting an Oscar nomination amongst other actors when he's playing a motion-captured CG character, I can't go into that, like supporting it, because they have to establish a new category within the Oscars.
I'd prefer that
for motion captured acting, because it's not just the actor, it's the thousands of animators who are taking that. It's not you don't just press a button. And I've had this argument with a lot of other critics and other people who think that it should be nominated because you see these side-by-side clips. You're not watching the entire movie, and you're not there with the animation directors and all the behind-the-scenes people adjusting eyebrows and faces and shapes and turning this into that. So it's not a complete, I pressed this button after you did this thing with a bunch of buttons on your face, and now you're that. It's not that simple. It's thousands and thousands of different people animating over you and rendering and lighting, and it's a whole assembly line until you get to that final piece, compositing. It's not one actor performing a role. So for someone to simplify it to he should just win an Oscar because it's just like this person with latex makeup, they simply don't understand cinema.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm trying to let people understand what the big difference is before they open their big stupid mouth about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish, there's not enough performances with the performance capture yet to have its own category. I'd love it to have its own category, but I would love some kind of special recognition award for both the visual effects team and them working together. So it should be all the actors who played the apes plus all the visual artists, because what they did with that movie, both sides just really pushed performance capture to a whole new level, and they did some amazing things, but I agree, you can't have one without the other. When it comes to the Joker, he stole the movie for me, but I think also it comes down to screen time, and it was definitely Batman's movie. But I love The Dark Knight. It is such a great film.
It's pretty much a masterpiece.
Because those two, they need each other. they need each other, the light and the dark. They can't survive with each other and they can't survive without each other. And Heath Ledger is amazing.
And let's just add that Heath Ledger, yeah, he had some makeup on, but he played this character
was a
as
Joker.
himself. Like he
Yeah.
was actually playing a role.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the biggest difference between me and I think Andy Serkis is an incredible actor.
Yeah.
I would say
Incredible.
search out Burke and Hare with him and Simon Pegg. An incredible, funny comedy directed by John Landis. He is a great actor,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to seeing him in other roles as an actual
But
actor.
you understand the life behind it.
It's just a different
Yeah.
category. That's why when people like,
a
I've
different
argued with
category.
people
Yeah.
and they're like, he deserves an Oscar. It's like,
It's hard to compare
it's
them.
not.
is.
It's
It's not
just
apples to
not
apples.
comparable.
Yeah.
In my it's totally different. So yeah, they need to open up that category
Yeah.
because it is a new forefront. It's a technology combining acting
is.
with technology.
Yeah.
And we're not going to slow
That's the
down with our
future.
technological advancements. It's going to keep getting better and better. And, you know, we don't have a category like that right now. We just don't. And that would be my preference too. Like on the table, I think that there should be a special effects, like character category. There should
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Because it's everything all inclusive, then the whole team, Andy and all the people who helped create this incredible living, breathing ape,
Yeah.
you know?
We're gonna have a lot of that. Avatar,
Yeah.
Avengers. I mean,
Yeah.
James
Spectacular.
Spader.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just
Movies,
all.
a
There's
lot.
gonna be a category like it won't be like thousands of movies
Yeah.
vying for the Oscar. It'll probably be like 10 movies
Yeah.
vying for this one thing. But it's got to
It's
start
like
somewhere.
animated movies.
Animated movies. That's exactly. So-
Yeah.
Exactly. And there should be one, but there's not. So for the time being, I'm not offended by recognizing this art, but I do understand that there's so much more life than what you see.
It's a disservice to an actor when
Yeah.
you say, "Oh, but these thousands of other people implemented this role. You can't win for your outstanding performance singularly as an actor."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should not go. It should. That's it. So.
Yeah, I hope they listen because again, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of
Yeah.
this. The line blends. So
Yeah.
I hope listen Academy.
Yeah, I like the conversation has started so that
Yeah.
people can discuss it because a lot of people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes. But Andy Serkis is incredible.
Yeah. And that's the thing. By Fox making this something, they are getting that conversation started. So even if he's not nominated, maybe people will be like, oh, well, maybe we should consider this. So already
pave the
just
way.
awareness is a big step. So I'm happy about that at least.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.